close the book, the thought of the horrific battle that you can only assume that these bodies lying inside this tomb were a part of. Why were they here, though? The questions, the wonder, the flurry going through your mind as you're standing there holding the book. You look over at the tomb and you see Korik standing by the tomb, just kind of staring at it. You see Zixel and Chuckles in the center of the room, staring at the head of B lying on the ground. And you can see Trinket against the wall, visibly shaken and angry. What do you guys want to do?
What just happened? Was that? Were you there?
You guys all saw the flashback.
Okay.
I feel like we saw a flashback.
Was that her?
I felt taller.
Was that the Druidess? Was that the one?
As far as I remember, it was a different one. But yes, it technically was a druid.
But was it the one that we were? There was one that we were told 100 years ago.
The sarcophagus has not been opened yet.
That died.
Yeah, Cypher. Yeah.
Was that Cypher?
No. That was Chrysis, I think. Right? Yeah.
How do you know that, and who are you talking to?
Me and me's.
How do you know that? I don't remember the Chrysis name. I remember Cypher name, but I don't remember what it was attached to. That was the Druidess?
Somebody said it. AKA, damn, let it slip. But somebody said it. I heard. I remember.
So is she the reason for the mist? Was that? And why are we here now? And is she in there?
We fell. Into the tree. Well, the tree kind of pulled us. It did.
Wait, are we in the tree right now?
Yeah.
Are we in the tree right now? Are you sure?
Oh, I'm so positive.
Yeah, remember we were here.
But that doesn't mean we went to the tree. It could have just transported us somewhere else.
No, you sure did go to the tree.
No, we're in the tree. I tried to fly back up, and then here, heads up.
I walk up to one and check out the Raven amulet.
Okay.
Do an Arcana check.
Okay. So Brash has all.
Okay. Cool. Can I see one of those?
Yeah, I'll hand you one. And I'll ask Trinket.
I'm getting a little better, but I'm still not very happy that we're in this situation.
I wasn't happy about being flung across the
I'd
room
like
by
to
a
ask
giant
that
wave
some
of
trinket.
thing.
Oh well.
I would like to go up to the sarcophagi and try to see if I learn anything about the runes more.
You fly over there. Trinket walks over to you. Do you hand him?
Yeah, I hand it down.
medallion? Okay. So he hands you the medallion. What do you want to do?
I want to check it out and see if I can figure out what the power associated with this is.
All right. So as you're reading through it and you're looking at it, you see it and you realize that it's part of the Card Rot Guild, right? And the power that was in it, you can tell that the amulet is not charged, so it has been expelled its usage. And you can tell by looking at it that it is covered in dust, and you kind of move it over the Raven Thieves' Cant that is on there. Talks about a corrosive power that comes from this medallion.
It comes from what?
The medallion, but it's not charged. So
Could I possibly think of any way to recharge it, or is it?
the only way that you guys could recharge the medallion is you have to take it to one of the priests at Castle Guard. So
Where are the children?
One's on my shoulder.
2 children
yes,
that were taken. 2 children that we did not save.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah, the ones we were chasing.
yeah, you do not see them visibly in here.
I would like to investigate the lid of the sarcophagus and see if there's
Okay.
anything in that one.
So Chuckles is floating around as you're kind of reading it. You're starting to make out words, and it says, "She who bears is the one that's victorious. It doesn't make a lot of sense to you because what does she bear? Like, it's almost like something is missing from the writing. And then on the other side, it says, "She who dies lives forever."
Does that, the last line, does that ring anything in my memory?
What if we sacrificed something?
Why? What? For what purpose?
She who bared is victorious. What if we bared something as a sacrifice?
If I kind of flew around the edges of the dais that's raised up, is there any words or pictographs, anything, or is it just solid stone the whole
Roll a
way?
perception check.
And these are all Cartwright.
That one with the one guidance.
I would still like to look over the lid of the sarcophagus and see if there's anything. It was a 19.
19, perfect. So as you're looking over, you notice that down at the foot of the sarcophagus statue of the woman that's lying on there, you notice at the foot you see an engraving of a raven symbol. The sarcophagus was made by someone of the Raven Guild.
Kind of looking that over still.
Was it kind of, so is the sarcophagus kind of like grimy looking?
No, it's actually very pristine. It's pristine, pure marble.
And
Where does
so
that-
is
where was
the
that
edges
description?
around?
Right.
Yeah, everything else though is covered in dust and all that other stuff, but the sarcophagus is
I'll
It's clean.
it's clean.
As soon as I kind of notice that, I'll kind of call for Cork.
Okay.
I'd like to look for gelatinous
And I'll
news.
show you.
Raven symbol, so they managed this sarcophagus.
As I'm going around looking horribly, by the way,
If Ravens made this, then it was to keep.
something
It was either
probably
in honor of the person or to keep them there.
Well, see,
Well, I would be thinking with all the bodies laying beside it.
Can I make a religion check to see if I can figure out what the intent might have been?
Absolutely.
I would like to use prestidigitation on the edging. I know it's going to take me a bit. I can get about a 10-foot cubic square in about a minute.
Okay.
Or about, yeah.
So you're gonna start cleaning.
I'm going to just start.
I want to knock on the side of
sarcophagus
the
is clean.
sarcophagus.
No,
Yeah,
I want
okay.
the edges around the edge.
Oh, I'm gonna
maybe
knock
that's why
on
I
it
can
because
see.
I want to see if it's hollow.
Okay. All right. What'd you get?
18.
18. All right. You start looking over and you're staring at it like it just sinks in, like it almost clicks because you remember from your 7 weeks of training. You walk up and you tap, and it's just. You realize that the statue that is on there is an engraving, an exact engraving of Ravinia. You guys remember your lore?
Yep, that's her. She was.
Ravinia is the one that you can bring it out to read it, but Ravinia is the one who the guild was created, the Ravens were created after.
Okay, I wondered.
And we are not directly descended from her.
No.
So this could be her?
Search the room for who can help me investigate the room.
Well, see,
Looking for
here's
secret
what I'm
doors,
thinking.
trap
I can
doors.
help you. I'll give you the help action.
Does that help for seeking? Okay. And can I guidance myself?
And prestidigitation
Okay.
things to make it easier for you to find.
When you would share, actually, can I like just adventuring pack? Is it possible that I would have like just like a pencil or something, or like chalk and paper that I could use to make like copy and etching of the Rockies? I would probably ask you where you found those sparkings that says like she who bears victory, she who dies lives forever, or something along those lines.
Oh, that's the magical runes in and of themselves.
Okay,
That's the magic on it.
I probably take.
I have no idea what it means, but I can read it.
I take the etch. I'm gonna like make an etching of that so we have a copy to bring back with us.
That's probably
13.
smart.
13. Okay. Where are you searching?
I was circling the walls
Okay.
and hopefully the floor, and then I was going to go to the floor.
Okay. As you kind of take about 15 minutes, wander the walls, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary or anything that pops out at you.
All right. I tell everybody, somebody help check the floors.
Sure.
Look for a trap door. If you're gonna do it, I'll guidance you.
13.
All right. So you're searching the floors. Okay.
I'm using prestidigitation to clean it up.
Okay. All right. As you're kind of going through, you're starting to clean it. As you start to clean off the edgings and stuff like that, you notice that those are also, as the dust and grime is cleaning away, you notice that it is also made of marble. You can ascertain that this whole entire room is probably marble.
I'm gonna go directly to the wall that is
This one.
yes.
Okay.
Chuckles, wait!
And I'm
This is Ravania. Can you clean the body? It's been here for you
it's already. Are you talking about the sarcophagus? It's already
Yes.
clean.
Yeah, the sarcophagus is
the
pristine.
body inside.
That means we'd have to open it, and he said we're not supposed to open it.
Nah, well, I don't
I want to go to that
This
wall
is
because
our patron.
I'm
We
gonna
should
go
take
and
care
I'm
of
gonna
the
start
corpse.
like banging on the wall. I want to clean that one, basically a section,
So this middle section here.
that middle section where a door would most likely be if that was an entrance to this chamber.
Okay.
Because it makes the most sense if this here's a sarcophagi, it would be a straight shot to the door.
Okay, good idea.
It's so I'm gonna start cleaning there, and then like if it doesn't look like there's a door, I'm gonna just start like.
And I'll guidance again at whenever he needs to.
Okay. Tricky. What are you doing?
What? Well, I have an idea, but
Don't do that. Do the other thing.
no. What I'm guessing, what my thought process is that because we can't find any sort of stairs or anything, I'm wondering if there's a set of stairs inside of the sarcophagus because it's the only logical way out.
If this doesn't turn up, I'm thinking the same thing, that the key and the only other thing is obviously the sarcophagus, and we have to do something. But before we open it, with
can
more
always try to
information,
push it.
Well, that's why
see
I
if
was,
it's under it.
That's why I was knocking to see if it was hollow.
The sarcophagus.
I was knocking on the side of the sarcophagus to
Right.
see if there was something in there or if it could be hollow.
Well, if it's got a burial in it, it's probably going to be hollow. But I hear what you're saying. I still think that the idea would be, if we don't find anything else, that we actually look to see if it can be moved out of the way and the staircase is like under it without having to open it.
I hope you guys are strong.
I mean, here's the
If only we had a cleric who had augury.
Too bad we don't. It's a real shame.
Well, see, here's what I'm wondering, right? These people clearly died fighting something. And there's no obvious way to get out.
And they're ravens.
Yes. Could this sarcophagus be a sign for the ravens to get out if a raven was hidden?
You know, I could always just fly up to the top and just start blasting out with the hole closed.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the best plan.
Okay.
You're joking. Did you find a door?
The clown doesn't get the joke.
Roll an investigation.
Nat 20.
Nice. All right. So as you're kind of like cleaning, you notice that on one of the center stones, there's like this little, looks like almost like a notch. Everything is flat on all the other stones except for this one center stone. There's like this almost like a finger knot. You hit it. All right. So as you hit it, at this small section of the wall, not big enough for a door, but like a compartment, opens.
Big enough for me.
Inside you see 3 cashmere sacks.
Without pulling them out, can I kind of peek what's inside them?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to do that.
All right. So which one are you going to go to? Right, middle,
Right
left.
to left.
Right to left. So as soon as you kind of peer open, you see this crystal stone inside, and it looks like it's in the shape of a skull, but you can't tell until obviously you pull it out and take a look at it. And as you open the other 2, same thing, except for they're different gemstones.
Can I not like pull the bag, like kind of down.
You want to do that?
Around it, so I don't want to take it off because Indiana Jones.
Are you
But-
sure?
Yes.
All right. So you start to peel back the layer of cashmere around which one? Sorry.
Well, let's go one in the middle.
The one in the middle, right? So you start to peel back the cashmere layer from it and pulling it down, rolling Constitution and saving throw.
I still have the guidance on me, right? Does that work on? Damn. This is gonna go great, boys. 6.
All right. Immediately, this pulsation just flies through the room, but like you see this screaming head come flying at you out of the skull, hitting you, rendering you unconscious. You fall to the ground. Take 1 hit point of blunt force damage. You guys just hear this. You feel the vibration. You just hear. Ah! All you guys see is something sparkling.
Go look.
and a knee
All right, Cork, you walk over and you see Chuckles just kind of twitching on the ground.
Is this Chuckles?
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a bug zapper, yes.
He's just
At this point.
All right, and you look inside and you see this crystal skull,
Okay.
and it has a hue of gold coming from it.
Okay, I tell.
And you see 2 other cashmere bags on the opposite side of it.
Okay, so I check Chuckles first.
Okay. All right. You can tell that he is rendered unconscious.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to the sarcophagus.
And I told him what I saw, and that there's 2 more there. Can I do
This one's actually more.
Can I do a health check or medicine check or something to see if healing word or something would help him, or if he's just gonna have to?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
attempt to perceive to see what's going on.
Okay.
As I kind of notice and see.
17.
17. All right. So you notice that it looks like there's something. Like you notice that on Chuckles, his outerwear is pushing in and out.
I'm telling everybody, come look.
I'll go ahead and start making my way over to Trinket's body,
Okay.
or not Trinket, Chuckles' body. As I get closer, I'm gonna kind of like draw my shield and spear, and I'm gonna use my divine sense.
As soon as you cast, you immediately detect something very, very evil on top of Chuckles.
And then
As soon as I get that, I'm gonna tell Cork, you should get back.
I don't do that.
What's going on?
I wherever that is, I jerk the clothing back from it, try to bear whatever it is,
Okay.
see what it
As
is.
you start to grab the clothes, it won't move.
Then I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on Chuckles.
Good.
Okay. All right.
I gotta remake that save though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll do it good, but I'm gonna cast it.
I think that's a great idea.
As we're doing that, I'll continue approaching, and then I'm going to cast Bless on Trinket 6 on myself.
And these 2 are bonded then.
Go ahead and roll Constitution saving throw.
Is it?
You wake up, you see this spirit fly, and as it hits you, all of a sudden, Chuckles, you wake up and you see yourself floating above a skull pyramid. Just layers of thousands of skull. You see nothing but darkness and gray around you except for a single beam of light coming down on top. As you're looking around, you notice that the shadows almost seem to move in the distance. What do you want to do?
Alright, I'm gonna basically pull out a. Do I still have like my bag and stuff?
Mm-hmm. You have everything on you.
I'll pull out a torch,
Okay.
light it with prestidigitation.
Okay. All
A
right.
little bit more light.
As it lights up, the shadows that are down below, all of a sudden you realize there are thousands of zombies crawling up this pyramid to get to you.
I can fly, dummies, and I'll fly up a little bit higher.
All right. As you attempt to fly, you're restrained.
Well, that's just cheating.
All of a sudden, the zombies just appear closer. And then one in particular, large, with a bent crown, comes charging at you, grabs you, starts to suck your life force from you. You feel the energy pull, and it's almost as if it's ripping at your flesh and skin. You can feel your muscles start to bend and break. You guys in the other world see Chuckles just flopping and flapping around. And then you hear a simple voice, "Set me free." And then boom, you wake up and he lies flat. He's just staring at you guys.
Okay. And what they see then is that I was running to go grab the skull.
Don't touch it.
I'm not. Because you're awake now. I was going to break it.
Touch it. Whew.
What happened? Hurry!
That was some nightmares, man.
Yeah, I want to wild shape into a baboon,
Okay.
and I'm going to crawl on the sides of the covered skulls.
Okay.
I want to try and fit into that compartment and put the cashmere bag back over the eyes of the skull.
All right, so yeah, you wild shape into a spider monkey. You climb up, and you just see the gold. It's just a golden hue, right? So, and you reach in and very carefully lift. Cork is just seeing you, just then you just close it back up.
That's probably a good idea. So there was a pyramid of skulls. Not something I haven't seen before, but zombie with a crooked crown. That's a new one.
Did the skull look like the shape of the crystal skull?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like something that's inside the crystal skull?
No, it just yelled, "Set me free." Do I still have like that pulsing
No.
thing on my chest?
Nope. Everything is gone that you sensed.
Ooh, mother wants to be free. That's some bad juju.
I'm gonna run back over and try to open the sarcophagus.
All right, Zixon goes running for the sarcophagus.
What the monkey said.
Wait,
How
you
far
get
away
away
point
with
for
that?
that? That was perfect. How far away?
Will you go with him since?
Oh, yeah, no. Not to keep him from opening, just to keep it rolling on. Yes.
For all kinds of good reasons, go with him, please.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see Zixel getting on one side of the lid to try to push it off. I'm going to get on the opposite end and push in the opposite
All right.
direction.
Sure, you can just move the whole sarcophagus out of the way. If we open it.
So we're gonna push it that way.
Are we pushing it?
No,
It's out.
I say
That's not your mama.
While we're doing that, inside the cashmere bags, without opening them, I want to see if there's anything solid and what it feels like, and especially looking to see if maybe it's another skull.
It definitely, on all three, definitely feel like skulls.
I tell them.
Okay.
I kind of want to look at the others.
What did we need to do?
All right. So, are you assisting or not?
I'm going to be kind of resisting.
All right. So, strength contest.
I got a 23.
I got a 20.
A nat 20?
Dirty 20.
No. Okay. All right. So you come up and you're thinking, all right, this little goblin's not going to do anything. He just looks at you. He starts pushing. You kind of push back, and he puts his claw.
You see him store some
just-
protein powder.
and he just pushes with all his might, but the lid doesn't move.
So try moving the whole sarcophagus, guys.
He starts going Super Saiyan.
Chuckles, what did the thing look like that spoke, set me free?
A zombie with a crooked crown. Yep. Can I look into the other bags?
What are you guys doing?
Move all of it. Let's push from the foot. Monkey, pass me a bag.
Run around to the
I
foot
still have
and
it.
try it again. But don't push the whole thing now.
You know, I'm
No,
trying to help him this time.
I'm not giving you the
All right.
bag.
All right.
Dirty 20.
Cool. All right. So you both push, and it just doesn't move.
Hey, guys, we have to lift.
I'm going to put the spear and shield away, and I'm going to get my maul, and I'm going to start swinging into the lid.
You're gonna hit the sarcophagus lid.
Ooh.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll your attack.
I'd like to help.
24.
24. Awesome. Everybody roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, Tim.
40.
16.
Okay.
I got 7.
16. As you bring down your hammer on top of the lid, in slow motion, you see the head of your hammer just shatter into 1,000 pieces, and a blunt force power comes exuberating out, filling the entire room. Everybody that has a 15 or a higher, you are thrown back but take no damage. Everybody that is under 15, you take 1d6 worth of blunt force trauma. 2 hit points, everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, you and Cork get smacked up. You, Cork, and Tricky get smacked up against the wall.
Ouch!
Alright.
Poor little monkey just.
One of the skulls might not be a bad skull.
Yeah, and if they're
And if it's a good skull, we put it on the sarcophagi, and it shows us the way out.
right
Because she who bears.
So I'm going to
Why is he
jump
insane
out
on
of the
figuring
apartment,
this out?
wild shape out, and I'm like, why don't we peek in the top of the bag? Because I have a feeling the eyes are the key to it. As long as we don't unveil the eyes.
No,
That was
go on.
the center one that I checked before. So I'll go to the right one, and
We'll give you the kid.
I'll have you guys look away.
Yeah.
Just turn around real quick,
and I'm going to guidance you just in case it helps.
and I'll look.
So as you pull it down, nothing happens. But you notice that the skull is a ruby.
Woo, it's pretty. Should I check the other one? Nothing actually happened this time, guys.
It's a blue gemstone.
Does it look like there's mechanisms underneath them, or they're just
Roll an investigation check.
15?
You see that they're literally just sitting inside this compartment.
I'll take the blue one out.
Okay. You're holding on it?
Put it in my bag.
Okay, alright.
I'll take the red one out. Put it in my bag.
Okay.
Because they're shiny.
I want to pick up the bag that has the bad one in it.
Okay.
And just tie it around my belt.
No! Okay. Hand me that one in the bag.
Are there check out the engraving
Okay.
on the sarcophagus? And
The
see if there's-
raven engraving?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Okay.
maybe specifically look to see if there's a place where the skulls might sit.
Okay.
So by the way,
Guidance.
Alright. Look at the graving. Roll your investigation.
Investigation. 7.
7? Alright. You notice that the graving is pressed in, right? So it's pressed into the right foot of the statue on the sarcophagus. And you don't see any spot on the sarcophagus that skulls could be set, but Barash had already discovered that when he searched earlier.
Is there anywhere on the engraving that I might could figure out how to get the person in the sarcophagus out? Because Exel is very concerned about the well-being of the corpse in
Sure.
the box.
To open the sarcophagus then. All right, I'm going to help you. I'm going to guidance you and help look for around the. Oh wait, amulet.
I was gonna
use
say
it as
if
a
I
key.
could flip
Amulet.
it over and put one of the amulets in the.
Alright. You want to do it?
Yep.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Alright. Zixel, you just kind of pull it off and it sucks right out of your hand.
God, we were stupid.
All of a sudden you see this crack, like a perfect crack, like a crack go down the center, and it splits open. And there, fog and mist come out.
Is
You
it
see a
green?
staircase going down.
I'll light a torch and I'll just kind of draw my shield and I'll go down.
You're just gonna go down?
Who's got the skulls?
I have got the bad one.
You got the bad one.
I got
You
the shiny ones.
The two shiny
I
ones.
also want to pick up the sacks. Is there anything significant about them, or just
You don't notice. You notice that they have a gold tether that to pull it, and it's like pure cashmere. So they're definitely worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
keep
got
the
a
sacks
message.
with me because I want to use it as a weapon.
I'm not sure that we want to swing them around until we know more about whether they're magic or not and how they're used. 'Cause
Oh, no, I'm
breaking
not-
them could, if you use it as a weapon, it gets broken.
I'm not swinging it, taking the bag off.
Oh. Maybe we should test that on Chuckles before we go into
What?
combat.
So I'm gonna attach the bad one to my belt, and
Okay.
if it ever comes up, I'm gonna try to take the bag off and see if it will hurt enemies.
See if it'll hurt enemies. Okay. Alright. Alright, so Bresh, he wants to go down. You make your way down the stairs. It's straight stairs. You notice that it's solid stone as you're walking down. As you come down into this bottom floor, you notice that on the walls are a bunch of mirrors lining both sides of the walls. At the very far end, you see another door. do you want to do?
I would like to put my shield away. I would like to use my broken maul, almost like a walking stick, and as I'm walking, I want to use it just kind of poke at the floor.
Okay, how far are you going to go in?
I'll move about 10 feet forward.
Okay, all right, move 10 feet forward. All right, so you kind of step out 10 feet. You can see your reflection just kind of walking with you down. You're poking at the ground. Nothing is happening.
I'll continue advancing. I'll do this about 10 feet at a time.
All right, so you go another 10 feet. Zixel, what are you doing?
I'm tagging along.
All right.
I'm looking around while I'm moving, just kind of particular interest to the walls and maybe
Okay.
what's at the end of the hallway here.
While this is going on, I'm just saying a silent prayer to the time.
Okay.
It's lined with mirrors and a door on the other end.
Yes.
Okay.
So the whole hallway is lined, and that's a door.
I'm going to investigate the first mirror on my right.
Okay.
It is a 15.
All right.
Anything?
As you walk up the mirror, you see your reflection just kind of walk up, and you're staring at the reflection, and you're touching the mirror. But as you start to turn away, you immediately catch a glimpse of your other reflection just crack a grin, and then when you turn back and look at it, it's mirror reflecting
I
you.
tell everybody.
I hear this and see mirrors and start dancing with my reflection.
Let's cover the mirrors.
Especially there's a mirror on this side and a mirror on that side. It's an infinite mirror thing, so I'm gonna have a field day with this.
Are there covers for the mirrors?
No.
Are
I'm gonna
they?
take the little
So-
kid off my shoulder and dance with it.
So you guys start dancing. All right.
I'm gonna look at it, like look into my reflection, and just like press the digitation, make my fingers little sparklers.
Okay.
I'm
Are
gonna
they-
hold up my shield.
My reflection to see
Are
who.
they with cool
Like this. Should we
Oh.
try breaking mine, because I know for sure I don't like what I saw in it.
I think we should all.
And I'm not talking
You
about how
can't
I
change
look.
your face. Well, we could, but you
No,
wouldn't
no.
be happy.
I want to change the face I saw, not mine.
Then make a different face.
Come here and watch this.
Let's go.
So I show everybody. Try to see if I can see the same thing again.
All right. So you're looking too.
Again, but only if they're looking, because I'm trying to show them.
All right.
I'm gonna do my big shark teeth grin.
Who wants to look at?
I'm looking at the ground.
All three of you roll investigation checks. Yes.
I got an 11.
I rolled a net 20
Nice.
with a
Okay.
4 on my guidance.
I got a 10 total.
10 total. Okay. All right. Sweet. I am messaging you, Greg, and Mike. You three look into the mirror. You don't notice anything different, and you step back.
I'm trying to break.
Okay. All right. You start noticing the reflections of Chuckle and Korik start like panicking. They're different. The bodies just kind of back up, and they're like, whoa! But you notice that like Chuckles is trying to pound his way out and
I'm using the haft of my dagger and hitting with my gauntlet.
punching, and nothing's happening.
I'm gonna laugh at it.
Eldritch Blast.
I rolled to see what I did.
Eldritch Blast.
I like to continue looking at the ground,
Okay.
but I want to touch one of the mirrors and cast frostbite over it.
I'm gonna pull out the one of the skulls, like the ruby skull, and start pointing at it, and then pointing at me, and then pointing at the skull, and then pointing at me.
You see the mirror reflection of Chuckles pointing, and then all of a sudden you also see the Chuckles that's with you. It just pulls out the bag. It's like, this is weird. Not sure what's going on.
Put it back in the bag, and then
Okay.
lift the amulet and go, yeah, hey, hey, hey.
The reflection is doing this, and then the other Chuckles pulls out the amulet.
Flip off my own reflection.
Flips you off back.
I think it's trying to tell you something.
I have a question. Can I breathe on the mirror to make like a fog?
You guys remember, you guys are in charge of both the reflection and the non-reflection.
Ah,
Oh, did my frostbite create frost on the mirror?
You drop.
Yeah, I tried to frost over the mirror.
So are you still looking down at the ground then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're still looking down, and then as soon as you cast it, it just dissipates.
I'm gonna share that with the party, even though they're dancing with the mirrors.
Okay. Alright.
Like, hey, I tried to frost over one of these mirrors.
Okay. Alright.
I'll continue until I get to the door.
Alright. As you get to the door, you notice that there's no handles, no keyholes.
This is one of those doors you have to lift.
Is there any space
Are we?
between
Hold on.
walls? Or the mirrors?
No.
So are we? We're next to each other. We're advancing.
I would say so, yeah.
So, do you think that this door is a mimic?
I have no Bayrash has no inclination to think it could be a mimic.
I kind of want to poke it with my quarterstaff and see if it will adhere to the stick rather than my hand.
I mean, I saw the broken half of my maul, so I can't poke it. So I'll poke it.
The door?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you... Solid stone.
I'll look at my reflection in the mirror.
I'm backing up from the mirror.
Okay.
I'm pulling out my dagger
Okay. Alright.
and I'm stabbing myself in the palm of the hand.
So you stab yourself with the dagger. Roll damage for yourself.
2 damage.
Stabbing, you just feel the sheer pain coming through. Alright? As you stab yourself, the you that's not in the reflection, the you that's in the hallway, has this bewildered look of disgust on his face.
Okay.
I take the dagger out of my hand and I put it to my throat. I want that to be a performance.
Okay.
Right, like I'm trying to convince everybody out there that, all right?
Okay. Alright, roll.
16.
16. Okay.
To make it look like I really, and then I'm collapsing to the floor and I'm gonna use the blood I've got to try to make it look real.
Prestidigitation of blood.
Roll a wisdom check. Zixel.
13.
13? Okay. Alright, so as this is happening, you notice that the reflection does this, and the one in the hallway just has this appalled look on their face, and they're just like, I don't understand what these reflections are doing. Like, I don't get this. You notice something is off now.
The
You two are at the door. So
the chuckles in the hallway looks and is just like, wow, these reflections are weirder than it's funny.
I want to not look into a mirror, but I want to use detect and look down the hallway.
okay, so you look down on the floor, and as soon as you realize that you're centered back, you look
really
up
die.
and straight ahead. All right? As soon as you cast detect magic, you notice that Zixel and you notice on Zixel the only thing lights up is the medallion. However, you notice that both Korik and Chuckles, not the reflections, their entire being lights up as a magic.
Okay, and can I tell what school of magic this is?
You can tell that it's death magic.
Death magic. Okay, so I'm going to loudly proclaim that, not in Thunderwave, but be like, hey.
Good call. Zixel would appreciate that.
But I'm going to like, hey, there, whatever's going on, there's death magic surrounding it right now.
I'd like to try to figure out, like, between them and the
You're in control.
reflections.
Probably because of whatever's going on in there.
Is there
Look at it!
Is there anything on the mirrors?
I mean, no, just straight mirrors, and as DJ described, it's kind of an infinite mirror. You just see the infinite reflections of each other on the mirror.
The mirrors are not radiating any magic, so I would just say leave them alone, because the only thing radiating magic right now is you.
I think it's Stevie.
I'd like to try to figure out what the connection is between them and these mirrors, and maybe that bit of information.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
21.
21. As you're staring, you notice, as you're looking at the reflection, you see a scar from a wound that Korik took during the battle in the town. You turn and look, and you see the Korik that's in the hallway with you does not have the same scar. You realize Korik in the mirror is the real one.
Oh.
And the one in the hallway, not so much.
The chuckles in the mirror is going to get as close as possible to that barrier, the impassable barrier, and then use its form of tread.
Okay. All right.
So I'll mark that as used.
All right. So you use it. Nothing happens on the outside.
Right. But it's you see, because you guys have only ever seen it once. It's where basically it almost looks like his clown makeup's starting to run black, like oily, purplish.
Is this Battle Chuckles?
This is evil clown chuckles. Yes. The runs of black goo from the corner of the eyes almost make it look. He just starts kind of, get his skin just visibly gets darker.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over and can I touch the mirror?
Yep.
Is it solid?
It is solid.
I like to cast resistance on Korik through the mirror. And it probably won't work, but I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. Nothing penetrates through the mirror.
Then I'm gonna try to do the same thing to the Korik in the hallway with me and see what happens.
Okay. So as soon as you touch the cork in the hallway, all of a sudden you notice the skin on the hand starts to fade away into gray color, and it crawls up the arm. You notice that the clothing and the outerwear of Korik starts to disappear as you see a gray figure start to stand before you with bright yellow eyes staring at you in the face. You're standing before a doppelganger.
Hello, my precious.
I'm gonna turn around just to see this, and I'll
As soon as you turn around, you notice there's a doppelganger standing right in front of Zixel. Roll for initiative. All right, so the first one is he brings up a fist and he just swings right at you. Zixel. All right, 9 plus 6 is 15.
Is not a hit.
And then he swings again. 3 plus 5 is 8, so that's a no. The other one immediately, 25, just 30, starts charging down the hallway at you two. Comes running down the hallway. All right. Okay. So Trinket.
I'm going to use my action to wild shape into a bat.
Okay.
And close my eyes.
Okay. All right. What kind of bat? Fruit bat, vampire bat.
Vampire bat.
All right. Big and ugly. All right.
Yeah, I'm just going to close my eyes, and then I'm going to fly above the level of the mirrors
Okay.
towards them, and I'm going to use my movement. That's my turn.
All right. Zixel.
I'm gonna mind sliver that one that's closer to him.
Okay.
That's an int save of 13.
16.
Okay, you passed it.
All right.
And I'm gonna.
You're disengaging from that one?
No.
All right, attack of opportunity. 22.
That's a hit.
Okay. 1d6 plus 4. 9 hit points. You kind of feel the brunt as you're starting to move away, but you have now successfully moved away. So you
And-
finish your turn.
As my reaction, I'm gonna use Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
It's a dex save, right?
He's got an 18.
Okay, so you take half on a success. It's 4 lightning damage.
Okay. So as you kind of get hit, and as you turn back and you just cast in it, you just see the light fall and hits it. It kind of charges a little bit, and it just looks at you and just. All right. So now, Barash, 0. You're ready.
At this point, I kind of like drop. I kind of like drop the torch from where it was. I get my shield and spear.
Okay.
I will kind of move 5, 15 here, and just I will just try and like stab that doppelganger right there with my
All right.
spear.
Roll your attack.
Ooh, another nat 1.
Alright, you swing wild, you lose your balance, and you try to regain your balance. As you regain your balance, you stab yourself. Yep, okay. Alright, we're at the...
I'll just like try to quickly rip it out.
Okay, alright, so we're now back at the top of the combat round. Korik and Chuckles, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna touch the mirror and put all my concentration. Since breaking it didn't seem to do anything, I'm gonna put all my concentration and say a prayer and pray on my argent gemstone and try to move my way through the mirror.
Okay. All right. Who are you praying to?
I am praying to Keck.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor, roll a charisma saving throw.
2.
Oh, okay. All right. So you pray and you just nothing happens. Okay. Chuckles, I'm letting you guys try to attempt something, get out. What would you like to do? Greg just prayed and said a terrible prayer that Keck rejected.
You didn't pray good enough. In my head, I'm going to ask for help from my patron.
All right.
If that does anything.
All right. Which patron are you praying to?
Him.
Oh. All right. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh! Nice. 20?
Dirty 20? Okay. Alright. You walk and you see Cork and he's praying to Keck and he's just nothing is happening. So you pause for a second, you see the attacks happening, fight going on, and you take a deep breath and you pray. And what do you say to your patron?
For I'll bring more to you.
Alright. You say this prayer and all of a sudden you just see this reflection appear of him in the mirror, and he looks at you and he offers you a cup. Swear it to me.
I'll drink.
Right. All of a sudden you turn and look, you just see this cup come out of the
see it.
mirror. Yeah.
And I'm still in
Do I see the
my
form?
form.
Yeah, and you take the drink and drinks back and you just feel this power come over you, so your next attack you get an advantage on. You just
Do I see the patron? The reflection?
You see a blurred something, and then all of a sudden, all the mirrors just break and fall to the ground. You guys can get out now.
Yes.
Alright, top of the combat round, you two roll initiative.
That was
Better than
5.
Alright, Cork, what'd you get?
I got 3.
Sweet. Alright, so we got top of the combat round. You guys want a minute to discuss, or just go?
Let's just go.
Alright, number 1. Now that Cork and Chuckles broke through the mirror, standing right in front of it, enemy number 1's going to attack Cork. You guys come jumping through the mirrors, and Cork got a 12.
Missed.
All right, and he swings again on the second attack, and got a 9, so he missed. Okay, all right. Next up is Trinket and Zixel.
I am going to provide the help action. I'm going to drop down over the doppelganger's eyes. He has the help action.
Okay, all right. So you just all right, cool. All right, so you get the help action next time, and Zixel, you're up.
Sweet. The Mind Sliver? That one.
The one that's attacking Cork.
Yes.
Okay.
That's an int save of 13.
All right, int save, intelligence save of 15. You got a 16.
Alright, so that was my action. I'm gonna move again. And I'm gonna have the jellyfish help action against the one that I tried to Mind Sliver.
Okay. Enemy number 2, which is the one with the bat, he swings to attack you because you're in his face. 15.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, reaction, interception. As I'm going to reduce the attack damage by
Okay.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Perfect. All right.
So as he swings, I just pull my shield, just dunk.
Nice. Okay. All right. So you block immediately out of the way, just taking the blunt force of the hitting it. Okay. All right. So now it's Chuckles. Your attack.
Okay, so I'm gonna move, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast the jelly. It's just 11.
11 to hit. You miss.
Okay.
All right, Cork. You're up.
Okay. Then I'm gonna toll him. And that's a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
All right, 19.
He made it 13.
Okay. It's Paresh.
I'm going to say a quick prayer and bonus action, put Shield of Faith up on Trinket.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to ram my spear through
All right.
the doppelganger.
Roll your attack, good sir.
So 17 to hit with the spear.
You hit. Roll your damage.
Does 5 piercing.
Alright, so you kind of stab it and it sinks over to the side of its flesh, goes in. As it goes in, you notice like green blood starts to kind of pour out of the wound a little bit. Alright, so we're at the top of the combat round. Continue your discussion. So the first up gamer goes, and he's going to attack Cork. 19.
Hit.
Alright, 1d6 plus 4, 6 hit points. And goes for a second attack. 15.
Missed.
Alright. Okay, alright. So now, Trinket, Zixel. You can choose to.
Yeah, because I'm just spelled.
Yeah, I'm just providing help action to Resh, so.
Alright, Zixel.
I'm going to Sacred Flame this one down here.
Okay.
So that's a dex save.
Got a 10.
That is 3 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to help action against the one that's in front of me.
So now it is enemy number 2, and he is going to attack Trinket. First attack got a 14.
I believe that.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll use my interception or reaction to intercept the attack. I will reduce it by 8 points of damage.
Okay. Alright, he got 10 points, so he loses 2 hit points. And then his second attack, he got a 13, so hit. And did 8 hit points this time.
Okay, that's it.
Alright, so Chuckles, you're up.
It's the same thing, Eldritch Blast on that one over there. 12 plus 5 is a 17.
You hit.
He takes 8 points of Eldritch Blast damage and needs to make a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Got an 18.
Yes.
Alright, so everybody takes 8 points, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so you kind of bring back and hit this force. The force kind of, it feels like it snaps and breaks some bones. You just, as it hits, but it kind of repositions itself and stands in front of you.
Forfeits.
Alright, Corrick.
I'm going to toll him again. So you know the way that looks. It's always with the gemstone, and it glows white, and then it fades out to dark along the edges as it strikes out toward him and tries to suck his life out.
Okay.
Total dead on him. Again, wisdom save.
Alright. 15.
13 made it. So now bonus action sanctuary, and
Okay.
I'm going to move away.
Okay. So now Narash.
Alright. I'll attempt to poke him again with the spear.
Alright.
Okay.
So we'll apply for the next time.
That's 17 to hit.
You hit. Roll your damage.
Does 8 piercing.
Alright, so you pull the spear out, you spin it around, you bring it around to the other side. He steps back a little bit, sticks right into his thigh. He lets out a howl, but he's still up and rolling. So we're back at the top of the combat round. Continue or discuss?
Discuss.
Discuss.
I'm gonna.
Okay, top of the round, first enemy goes. You're gonna turn towards Zixel. First attack. 11, miss. Got that. Second attack, that one. Alright, so he does a constitution saving throw, and he fails it, taking damage to himself. So he takes 7 hit points of damage. He kind of starts to claw, you kind of duck out of the way, he loses grip and just kind of scrapes himself across the shoulder, taking 7 hit points. Alright, Zixel and Trinket.
Cool.
We're going to team up against that one.
The one in front of Naresh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one down here. I'm going to Sacred Flame it though.
Okay, alright.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action Shillelagh, and as my action, I'm gonna hit it with my quarterstaff.
Okay, so both of you roll your attack, taking the highest roll.
Okay,
Alright, I got a 15 to hit.
15 to hit, and
16.
okay, alright. So you guys hit, I'm gonna roll a saving throw at a disadvantage. And I got a 7.
Cool.
Okay, alright, so roll your damage for hitting, and roll your damage for Sacred Flame.
That is 6 radiant.
6 3 in? Okay.
Alright, and I got 4 bludgeoning.
Okay. Alright. So you just shoot the flame, just comes up and he's in the back and it kind of just howls. You see the sizzle and you feel the heat coming off his like ah! And then you bring your attack across and it waylays him into a mirror on the other side and that mirror breaks as his head hits it. But he's still up and running.
And I'm gonna have my jellyfish go and sting him right behind the ear.
The one you just attacked.
Yes.
Okay.
For the help action.
Okay.
And then go back to where he was.
Alright, so now we are at second enemy. The second enemy who you just stung is kind of Bill Wilder turns and looks and just dives right at you again. Baresh, first attack.
Alright.
21.
Yeah, that'll be.
Alright, 9 hit points. Second attack. Nat 20.
Oh, jeez.
Right, so maximum damage, which would be 10 hit points.
Oh, and with that second attack, I slumped to the ground unconscious.
You had
Good roll Constitution save there.
Oh, no, it did drop me a 0 though, so.
Alright.
Oh, 16.
Alright, you're still in the game.
Alright.
Alright, so you take the hit and it hits you so hard, but you like get the wind knocked out of you and everything browns out for a second, but then you get stiff, you stand right back up. Okay? Alright, so now it is Chuckles.
Then I guess I'll still be going after the same target.
Okay? Alright, roll your attack.
It doesn't have advantage.
Right, I took one die. That will hit with an 11.
Nope, yep, alright. So you blast again, it just kind of reverberates up against the walls and makes its way up to the stair. You hear the blast billow out into the tomb above. Okay, alright, next up is Korik.
Korik is going to channel Divinity, Balm of Peace,
Okay,
with Sanctuary going,
okay,
and this is an action.
okay.
So I'm going to weave my way through all my, within 5 feet of all my teammates and heal them for 2d6 plus 3.
Sounds good. Is it something that goes weird with one that's got the other?
So 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
To anybody who needs it.
9 hit points.
Do I get it?
Okay. So as I pass by and I see the effect, can I tell if anybody is still hurt? Because I'm going to bonus action healing word anybody who's still hurt. Plus 3 is 6 more.
Very nice.
So I have about 5 more rolls.
Okay.
Korik grabs his prayer beads and just starts praying, and this blue light emanates down the hall. You guys all feel revived and regenerated, and then he looks at you and you can see that he's still praying. He just holds you, more energy comes back to you. Baresh, you're up. Feeling revitalized and not dying.
I would like to say, like, almost as I'm starting to, like, as I can, like, get knocked almost halfway down, like, with his healing force, I kind of, like, I'm able to force myself up. And this time I'm going, I would like to try to see if I can't shield bash the doppelganger in front of me back into that wall.
Okay, alright. Roll your attack.
Is the health action still applicable here?
That
Yes.
is-
Or-
Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
that one
yes, it
still
is.
has though.
Okay, perfect. So we get 15.
Alright, you hit. Roll your damage.
So then it would just be 5.
5 hit points. Okay. Alright, so you bring up your shield, you feel this energy just surge in you, and you let out this scream, just boom, hit it, it kind of stumbles back again, and the glass just shatters behind it to the floor. Okay. Alright, top of the combat round. Discuss, we'll go.
Continue.
Full throttle, let's go.
Go. Alright. Enemy number 1, attacking Zixel. The first one is a 13, misses. The second one is a 10 and misses. Alright, it is now Zixel Trinket. You are up.
Alright, I want to, let's see, I want to use the shove action. I want
Okay.
to shove into a mirror.
Okay, alright. Fire.
Ooh, that doesn't hit. Just a 5.
Alright, you kind of, you get up and you just like, go running towards it and you stumble a little bit and you just tap it.
Someone threw a banana peel on me.
It just kind of looks at you, you just kind of have a hand on his chest and just kind of like, right, Zixel, you're up.
Mix it up again. I'm gonna mind sliver this one that's being attacked so much.
Okay, and that's a wisdom, right?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Nothing. I got 11, so it worked.
Sweet. I rolled 2 psychic damage.
Okay, all right.
And you have minus a D4 on your next saving throw.
Next save throw, perfect. Okay, so you did that one down there, right?
Yeah, the one in front of Barash.
Okay, all right, okay,
And then I'm gonna use the help action on that same one.
okay, all right. Next up is enemy, the one that you just attacked. Okay, so he's going to you see him just grab his head and he starts screaming as you're kind of touching its chest. He's screaming and you kind of back away just a little bit, Trinket, and he swings at you. Nat 20.
I would like to reaction intercept that attack
Okay.
and reduce it by 8 points of damage.
That's a good thing because it's quadruple damage.
Yeah, so I thought that would be a good call.
Can we use luck points?
How many do you want to use?
6.
6. Okay. So takes that down to 14. Removes a critical effect. What is your armor class?
Mine is 12.
All right. So it still hits. All right. It does luck points from you and takes 8.
8 is reduced.
And it got 10, so you get 2 hit points taken off of it. Now it is Chuckles.
Started blasting.
You got it.
21.
All right. You hit. Roll your damage.
It is another 8 points of damage,
Okay.
and needs to make another wisdom save.
All right. Got an 11.
It is feared.
It is feared. Okay. All right. So Cork, you're up.
For my action, I'm going to toll the dead on the one here again, and that's a 13.
You actually step away from it,
13 wisdom check,
over to hit.
wisdom save.
So you're in the same line.
Toll the dead.
Told it out on that one. All right. 10.
Finally. Okay, that's 6 damage.
Okay.
Necrotic.
All right.
And bonus action, healing word.
I took 2 days.
Myself.
All right. You just kind of look around and you're like, help me.
Yeah, no, I'm apparently hurt the worst.
I have 31 HP.
Yeah, so that's okay. I'm a 5 and I'm standing right where I am.
Okay. All right. Baresh.
With that, I would kind of like to, after having shield bashed him, I would like to kind of like drop my shield and spear, and I want to try to grapple him.
Okay. All right. Strength contention.
And
Good thing.
13.
All right. I got a 20.
Cool. Because the first roll was an at 1.
Alright, so you kind of try to grapple it and it just pushes you back. You take a couple steps back as it just kind of gets you completely off of it. Alright, so top of the combat round. Alright, enemy number 1. Alright.
Is
5,
feared.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You get an
Oh, okay.
You're doing an opportunity.
Alright, roll it.
I'm gonna bite it.
You're going to bite it? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I don't carry a weapon.
I am.
That's a 5.
Alright, you snap at its legs as they're literally just running away. Its roll wisdom saving throw, 17 is no longer afraid. So, okay. Next up is Trinket and Zixel.
I am going to attempt to grapple.
Same one?
Yep.
Alright.
So let's see, that's still contested strength.
Yes.
Damn it. 7.
Yeah, 16. Alright, so he just kind of shoving you guys off. Alright, Zixel, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna mind sliver that one
Okay.
that I got to mind sliver last time. And it's minus a D4. Do you want me to roll or do you want to?
Okay. You wanna roll?
Sure.
Alright.
-1.
Alright, I got a 14.
-1's a 13, still passes.
Pizza.
Okay. Alright.
Alrighty.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna help action against this one, and my owl's gonna.
Okay.
Jellyfish are gonna follow me.
Alright, okay. Enemy number 2, gonna attack Baresh, first attack.
Alright.
Got a 15.
Miss.
Second attack. Got an 11. Misses. Alright, so now it is Chuckles.
I attempted.
I miss with a almighty 9.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, You cast, it just kind of reverberates around the hallway, but nothing happens. Cork
Holds the emblem aloft. Okay, infuse me! And white argent all down his arms, and he harnesses divine power to regain a spell slot. He's going to use that spell slot to guiding bolt this one.
Okay. Nat 20?
No, 18 plus. Okay.
Roll your damage.
And 11 damage.
11 damage. All right. The radiant light just embakes him, and he's still staggering. He's just definitely hurting.
You should listen to Kick!
All right, Baresh.
I think this time I would like to try to grapple again. I'd like to make an attempt to grapple again.
Don't forget you get an advantage.
Awesome. Doesn't have to make a contested athletics.
It will.
It's 12.
Joey's with us in spirit.
No.
I got 14. You can tell that he's weakening, and he just kind of pushes you back a little bit. It's like you grab a hold of him, but like the skin just kind of peels away a little bit, and you've got skin in your hand because he just got fried. Just kind of all right. Now top of the combat round. This enemy turns and attacks Chuckles.
Chuckles.
I'm sorry, Zixel. 12 for the first attack, and 18 for the second.
18 meets, so.
Alright. 7 hit points.
Okay, that took 4.
Okay. Alright. Zixel and Trinket, you're up.
Alright, cool. I'm going to use my shillelagh to hit.
Alright.
That is an 18 to hit.
You hit. Roll your damage.
Alright, so that is 6 damage.
Alright. Describe your killing stroke.
Yes!
So I do martial arts and I just straight through his head.
Okay. Alright, so you just kind of spin around and you literally see the back of his skull just kind of out as it literally just falls to the ground and dies. Okay.
It's okay. I'm going to cast Blade Ward
Okay.
on me,
Okay.
and I'm going to use the jellyfish to sting that one to give it the help action.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just going to kind of stand there in the doorway then.
Okay. Enemy number 2 is dead. Go ahead, Chuckles.
I am going to fly up. I can't really move, but I'm going to fly up so I can blast the other one with the blast. Basically, past the top of the sarcophagi, I'll go 10 feet up, so I'm just basically being able to see over the top of the sarcophagi.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
so I
ahead.
see that thing getting stung by a jellyfish, and it runs away.
Right. I do. Take the 17 for so it's 4 points of damage.
Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, so you hit it, 4 points of damage. Okay. Cork.
Run up.
There it is.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
No, that's
Oh, did you
30?
Yep.
And total the dead again.
Alright.
You see 13.
What's that just said?
I got a nat 20.
That makes it.
Just barely.
You you cast it towards it and it just stares at you like nothing happened. Alright.
Did you do something?
Taps its ear.
Barash.
I think with that, kind of seeing what's going on, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to move.
Okay. Okay. Alright. So you use your action, you got bonus action.
That's all I'm going to be doing.
Okay. Alright. Top of the round, go or pause.
Roll VR.
Alright. Enemy turns and attacks Zixel again, first attack. 16.
Miss.
Second attack. 20. Yeah, it's okay. 1d6 4 is 9.
9.5 is 4 minus 3. I take 1.
Nice.
I love Blade Ward.
Nice. Okay. All right. And it is now Trinket.
Alrighty. I'm going to move back just a little bit. cast knife at the door.
At the door.
At the door.
Okay. All right.
Evil door, you die!
All right.
It's a main door.
Hey, give me them yours.
So that is 18.
All right. So you turn around and you just throw it right at the door. You see the ice hit and go right through the door.
Okay.
Disappear like whoop, through the door. But there's no damage to the door. It just goes through it.
Okay. do I still need to roll damage to see if anything explodes on the other side?
I mean, when he goes back to
So whatever's over there takes 8 damage. Hooray.
Okay. Alright.
random small
Just goes
ice
flying
spot.
through the door and just you don't hear anything. You're just assuming like.
We're just like, had to explode, right?
Alright. Zixel.
I'm gonna blade ward and help again.
Okay. Alright. Chuckles.
I'll take the 18
You hit.
and the 10 points of damage.
You hit. Alright.
Cool.
Okay. Cork.
Alright, Cork is tolling again. Toll the dead.
It can take the toll.
Got a 6. Ha!
10 damage.
Nice. Describe your killing stroke. Boats.
Black. Necrotic, cracks across his face, and he just collapses.
So yeah,
he just collapses in a
as
pile
the
of
spell
flesh.
hits, it just starts to you just see it like decay and start to turn into mummy. It literally turns into ash and just floats away.
Baby blight, a baby blight.
Oh, he's just.
It was a baby blight.
Yeah. So, all right, that is the end of the combat. Well done.
All right, here we go. Back down the stairs.
Fly downstairs. Okay, to go back to the door.
And if nobody has approached that door yet, I want somebody to help me search for the children's tracks.
I'll help you search for the traps.
Since nobody
I'll
has-
guide you.
Thank you.
I will investigate.
When you guys come down the stairs, I'll let you know about the ice in there.
Thank you. So you already tried that, but you haven't approached. So any tracks? Okay.
That would the.
Corrick will have different dice next. I got a 3 and a 5.
You're rolling
Like,
like
I
eight.
got you.
I will make it.
Okay, now I got you.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm gonna do it. Now I'm gonna use while I'm looking for the tracks, I'm going to kind of see also a spirit of like one of my older family members trying to like teach me like tracking animals.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use knowledge from past life at D6. 26.
You don't see any
Okay. So there was
any
no tracks.
tracks.
Okay.
No tracks.
Is it
None.
marble down here too?
Huh?
Is it marble down here or stone?
Stone.
Is it pristine?
No.
Hey man, just neutral.
Okay.
Obviously, you see the doppelganger's body in your guys', but if you're looking like, you don't look at anybody's been down here in a long, long time.
I want to drag one of the doppelgangers over to the door and push his body through.
Alright, roll that flash check.
17.
All right, you both pick up the body and you chuck it at the door. As soon as it hits the door, it just falls to the ground in front of it.
Your eyes? Knife went through, as far as you can tell. And flesh doesn't.
Have you tried opening the door?
There's no handle, no lock.
Has anybody tried touching it
I'm
yet?
gonna jump at it.
I might as well go ahead and ask, because one of them's gonna.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Where's the door, Drake?
17.
Alright. You smack right into it, but you don't take any damage. So you kind of like, and just kind of slide like Looney Tunes.
Cool.
There's no door handle and no lock.
Investigate. Investigate?
I'm gonna knock on it.
Nothing.
No sound?
No sound.
Investigate.
I mean, besides in the room, but nothing echo on the other side.
Is this one of those doors you have to lift from the bottom? I'm gonna try that.
Alright. You roll a strength check.
Okay.
I'm gonna help.
So that'd be a dirty 20.
Alright, you grab the bottom, and you just can't find a lip. So you push your palms again and try to push up, and nothing happens.
I'm gonna investigate.
Got it.
Guide me? Thank you. Yeah, 15.
No. as you are kind of looking over, you notice that you find at the very bottom right corner, is another raven indention.
I'm gonna take
I
one of
take
the
mine.
old amulets and see if it works.
No, they're completely gone.
I'll take mine off and put it to the door.
Well, that
It lights up, and the door just.
Put it back on.
So it is one of the.
But the steps come from this room down into this hallway,
Yes.
right? Investigate back around the stairs, underneath them and stuff.
Okay, all right.
I would like to go to continue into the next room.
17.
Okay, all right. How far are you going in?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay.
I will follow.
Okay.
Right there.
All right. So you're looking at the stairs. You don't see anything other than it's very masterly crafted, but
Okay.
And is it dark down here?
there's very dim light.
Oh, so
I'll keep going with my torch. I'll advance another. I'll go 20 feet further into the room.
Okay.
I'll follow.
So you go into the middle.
Yep.
All right. Cork, you're stuck. Go back to the other room, please.
I do the action to trigger the event you're about to do.
So the door, you start heading towards the door, Cork, and all of a sudden it rolls down and shuts again.
It's shutting! I'm gonna jam it open.
All right, and cool. As you're sitting there, all of a sudden, all four of you, or all three of you, because Trinket's with you still, the walls just you feel, and they start shifting in.
You okay?
Can I see the door all the way to the
Yeah, you can see the door straight ahead of you. Yep.
Can I tell if there's like handles on it?
So what you notice is that on the walls, there are on all four walls, including the doorway walls, just off to the sides of the door, there are 4 ruins. So the sigil ruins there's just 4 distinct ones, and they're on each wall.
what do they say?
Summer, winter, fall, spring.
I'll dash over to this door and then I'll kind of like try to pull on it.
All right, so it pulls up and comes right into your hand. All right, DJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over there and grab another sigil.
All right, so which wall? So they're on all 4 walls.
Is there anything distinct about the 4 walls other than just the sigils?
Sigils are exactly the same. Yes. Yep. Summer, fall, winter,
So
spring.
you grab summer.
I got the summer block.
All
I'm
right.
gonna grab the fall block.
Okay.
Alright, put it in order. Spring first. And I'll go over and I'll grab the spring
Okay.
from, I guess, which wall are we doing?
I grabbed the summer block out of this one.
Okay, I'll grab the spring out of this one.
So yeah, I'll come down here.
So we'll do, say,
So I guess
it would, in order, be spring,
Wall
summer,
rushing over
fall, winter.
You shift it down and you put the spring into the first place. You hear a and then all of a sudden the wall starts speeding up, closing.
Uh-oh.
I'm putting the emblem back in.
Nothing.
Guys, what's going on? The emblem doesn't work. Can't get in.
There's a door. No handles. No lock.
Can't get in. What's going on,
I'm gonna
guys?
look for the place to put my amulet in it.
Roll your investigation check.
That's a 19.
All right. You notice on the door there is written in ancient Elven or Celestial. You notice there is some sort of writing on the door, but there's no sigil.
Look at the writing.
All right. It says, "From the east to the west, from the north to the south, so should the seasons be, or fear the rest and be crushed with doubt."
So it
east to
was,
west, north to south, so should the seasons be. Okay, so spring on the east wall, summer on the west wall, fall on the north wall, and winter on the south wall.
Okay. North, east, or northwest, east, south.
Yes.
north to south, I'm sorry. You said
East to west,
East to
north
west.
south,
north to south.
as the season should be.
Okay. So each of us get at least one wall and then basically pull the blocks and slide them over to each other so we get all 4 elements on the, or all 4 seasons on the same side?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Let's try that.
Okay. All right. So who's taking what wall?
I'll take the east wall.
Okay.
I'll take the north wall since I'm
Right.
already there. So I'll move over here.
That's the west
crap.
wall.
Somebody's got to run over to the south and start pulling blocks and slide them over.
I'll sprint over to the south wall and I'll start grabbing blocks.
I'll just fill in where you were.
Alright, so Zix was on the west wall, and you're on the north wall.
I'm on the north wall.
Okay. Alright, so you start pulling out the bricks as fast as you possibly can. You get them out and you kind of plop them on the floor. So, what are you each doing with the walls? Describe.
So north to south.
It's
East to west, north to south. And it started as summer, fall, spring, winter. Or I'm sorry,
Summer, fall, winter, spring.
water. Yeah. To south,
Cork and Tricket, what are you guys doing?
east to west.
Yeah.
East to spring.
Patty
west.
cake.
I would
Patty
like
cake.
to take my rope, my hip rope, and I
North
would throw it
would
in
need winter.
Your
South
your
is summer.
hemp rope and just throw it at the door?
That's my
Yeah.
logic.
Alright, shoots through the door, hits the door, and just kind of falls down.
It's the door.
We don't know what's going on.
No, and we can't hear them. They
Summer.
apparently can't hear us.
Or no.
Can I thorn whip through the
Yeah.
You want your thorn rope through the wall? Okay, make a melee spell attack.
Whip is a
16
ranged
inch.
melee.
16.
Yeah,
Baresh, what's your armor class?
I still have an item, so it's 16.
16? Alright. All of a sudden, you just see this thorn whip come through the door and hit you right in the face. Roll damage against Baresh.
That's 1 damage.
Alright. You kind of feel the snap against your face. You're like, ah!
I could just get like cut. Like, ah!
So I normally at the end of the spell it will draw someone towards you. I'm going to leave it in there,
Okay. Alright.
and then I'm going to tell Court, hey, magic goes through the door. Nothing else will.
That's what I thought from your ice knife, and especially obviously now.
Now
But
kind of
what can we do?
Can I kind of grab on part of the thorn and like kind of pull on it?
Sure. Alright. So all of a sudden you feel the whip.
Okay, and I mean I'm gonna
Who's
try
doing
to go.
You're going to go with him or pull back?
I'm not gonna tug of war with him.
So
Walls are collapsing.
Yeah, no.
Cut it out.
When I
Put
feel
your bricks
something tug on the other end, I'm gonna try to go towards him.
Alright, so you move towards the door. Alright, so you feel the rope slack a little bit. Or the thorn whip slack a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
to go back to the question you had, we're on the north wall. We're going to do winter. The south wall is going to be spring.
Uh-huh.
East wall is going to be summer, and the west wall will be fall.
Okay. Alright.
We're all about to die.
Okay. Alright, Cork, what are you doing?
Tell what's going on anyway.
You just see this rope
I
go
know.
like this in
I know.
front of your face, Cork, like.
I'll continue to like keep pulling on the vine. See if
Alright, so you see it starting to sprawl its way out the door.
I
Alright.
have the jellyfish.
I'm gonna go ahead and start praying.
Alright, in the room with them or the other room?
The room with them.
Alright, so the jellyfish flies to the door.
Praying.
Alright, so you guys setting into motion your pieces?
Yes.
Alright, set in motion pieces. You get it all in, you finally put in the last brick on the south wall. Your wall starts speeding up. You have 2 more rounds before it crushes you.